Hello friends, this is Shilpa Mangal and welcome to my YouTube channel. In my previous two videos, we discussed about overview of water treatment schemes, water balancing in desalination plant. Today we are going to discuss about dissolved air flotation unit, which is also known as DAF. In ETP, STP, CETP, we require equalization tank as the inflow feed is variable in terms of flow and it requires a tank which can balance it. But here, seawater is directly lifted from intake through pumps and directly feed to inlet chamber. So we don't require any equalization tank. So the first unit here will be inlet chamber, coagulation chamber, flotation chamber, and DAF system. DAF system consists of mainly five parts: main tank, air dissolving tube, chemical dosing system, recirculation pump, and air compressor. In main tank, there are inlet chamber, flotation cell, and clarifier tank. The purpose of DAF system is to remove suspended particles, oil, fat, grease. Uh, these particles are removed with the help of microbubbles. These bubbles formed in the DAF attached themselves to lightweight solid particles and rise to the surface of DAF main tank. These solid particles then form a top layer of scum, which are either scraped by blades or and removed from the top by a paddle wheel in the case of rectangular DAF, or scooped out and removed by our scoop in the case of circular DAF. Main tank can be of metallic structure or civil structure. It depends upon the flow throughput. If the throughput requirement is high, then the uh, construction should be civil tank. It reduces cost requirement. And if the throughput is less and there is no cost concern, then the metallic structure can do better. You can see from the screen that in the rectangular type of DAF system, there is inlet chamber or coagulation tank, then flocculation tank and flotation cell. There is a surface skimmer attached here on the surface of flotation cell, which removes float, which is the on the surface. Rectangular tank is required when the throughput flow throughput requirement is high. It takes 20 to 30 minutes to separate particles and it is often used for potable water and oil refineries. In circular type of DAF system, there is a sludge removal system at the bottom. Surface skimmer is there to remove float, surface float, and in the middle section, the effluent is uh, taken out from the effluent chamber. Effluent is passed through the bottom tube to the surface. This circular tank is required for low throughput, high level of suspended solid and floc, and it takes lesser time to separate particles and has a spiral scoop. There are three type of pressure cycle pressurization in terms of flow. If total influent is pressurized to the flotation cell, it is called full flow pressurization, but it exposes the flow to high shear forces and turbulence from the pressurization pump, pressurization tank um, prior to entering the flotation cell, so it's less recommended. Second type is recycled flow pressurization, which involves pressurization of a side stream of clarified effluent for return to the flotation cell. There is a benefit of this type of system that it can be operated at high pressure and there is a less chance of destruction of rock formed in the process flow. Third type is split flow pressurization, when the part of influent is pressurized and remaining flows directly into the flotation tank. This type of flow is cost effective compared with full flow pressure flotation because the saturator and feed pump handle only a portion of total flow, thus requiring a smaller saturator and feed pump. However, split flow provides less air in the system. As a result, it has to be operated at high pressure to provide the same amount of air. This type of flow is used for influent containing suspended particles susceptible to the shearing effect of a pressure pump, and it is suitable for influent containing suspended particles at low concentration. Mostly recycled flow pressurization is common. There are six main components of DAF system. One is contact cell, flotation cell, surface skimmer, bottom skimmer, effluent discharge baffle, and air saturation system. In contact cell, the flow, feed flow which comes there, there is a mixing of dissolved air takes place with flocculated particle in the effluent, and it allows attachment of bubbles to particles. In second part, flotation cell, surface area is provided for the flotation of air and flocculated particles, and the float forms and comes to the surface. Then surface skimmer, which is a chain flight system, removes float from the flotation cell for dewatering or other handling. The most commonly used system involves a series of flights pulled by a chain drive system with variable speed timer operated drives. Fourth part is bottom skimmer or auger that provides removal of settled solid in the bottom. This settled solid is a form of sludge which is further taken to sludge treatment system. Then there is a effluent discharge baffle and chamber, which provides physical separation of clarified water from flocculated particles and bottoms prior to discharge from unit through weirs or similar structures. Then there is air saturation system, which provides required amount of air in the proper form. Uh, Ideally using minimum recycle flow. Now we discuss about retention time of some of the DAF components. First is coagulation chamber. Its retention time is 2 to 3 minutes, and the coagulant added here is mostly ferric chloride, and it is dosed in generally in 2 ppm quantity. Then there is a flocculation chamber. Its retention time is 10 minutes minimum, and the flocculant added here it is generally ferric polychloride, and its dose is generally 1 ppm. Then there is a flotation chamber. Its retention time is 10 minutes minimum to provide a proper surface area for floats. Then there is a flotation cell where chain flight system is there. Its retention time is 3 to 60 minutes with recycle flow pressurization configuration being within the range of 3 to 5 minute retention time. Hydraulic loading rate is 15 to 35 meter per hour, and commonly we use 20 meter per hour here. Then there is a recycle pressure, which is generally in the range of 40 to 75 psig. Or if in terms of bar, it is 2.75 bar to 5.5 bar. Recycle flow percentage generally 15 to 120 percent. Commonly used is 17%, or sometimes 100% recycle flow is also there as required by client. Pressurization tank detention time is 0.5 to 3.0 minutes. Pressurization pump discharge pressure is generally 60 mcw, which is equivalent to 5.88 bars. Air compressor discharge pressure is generally 7.5 bar, that is 110 psig. Sludge removal efficiency of DAF system is 99%. That is only 1% remains in the clarified water. There are some well-known DAF suppliers in world. First is Camco system. It is from USA. Capex system from Bangalore, India. TT Enviro Solutions from Ghaziabad, India. Rofta Engineering Limited from New Delhi, India. KWI International, Austria. Evoqua, that is from Pittsburgh. There are two links provided for DAF working if you want to see its working. I hope this video provided you overall view of working of DAF system. Thanks for watching. Please share, subscribe and like.